Hello, my name is Yasmin. Welcome to Yoga with Yas. If you're ready to get into your yoga flow today, we're going to start laying down, just flat on your back and gently hugging your knees, giving them a rock side to side, feeling your lower back massage into the earth, just a few centimeters either way. And start sinking in with your breathing, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Bring your arms out nice and wide into the shape of a T and let your legs softly fall towards the left-hand side. Just a gentle spinal twist, feeling the lengthening down the right side of your torso. And if you like, you can straighten the top leg for a little bit more. Or if you need a bit less, put a bolster or even a folded up jumper underneath the left knee. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Engage the core, give the legs a little bit of a hug on the way through, and let your legs fall the other way. Again, the bolster underneath your legs, or increase the stretch by straightening that top one. Breathing in and out. Bending the top leg, engage the core. Give the legs another little hug and just a couple of little rocks. And then from here, you can just give your ankles and wrists a little bit of a roll. 3 or 4 one direction, and then the other direction, another 3 or 4. Might click, as long as it's not uncomfortable. Shouldn't be too bad. Let your heels settle down to the ground. Engage your core, tuck your pelvis under slightly like this. And once you've engaged that, squeeze your glutes together and slowly lift your pelvis up towards the sky, rolling your spine all the way, holding for a breath at the top, breathing in and out, in, and then exhale, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. Lengthen your legs all the way out, your arms all the way up. You can interlock your fingers if you like and just stretch your body as far as you possibly can. Maybe even a wiggle side to side. And then let your arms and your legs come in as you gently roll over into all fours. And we're going to run through a couple of cat-cows here. So just set the knees underneath your hips, the wrists are underneath your shoulders. And you take a little bit of a wiggle first if you like. And then finding center, inhale as you lift your chest upward, tilting your pelvis. Exhale as you curl under. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale to curl under, keeping the core just gently activated. Inhale to up. And exhale to curl under. Finding your way back to center, bring the right leg forward to the outside of your right hand. And just sink into a low lunge, but with the hands supporting you on the ground. If you need, you can come up even onto your fist if that lifts you a little higher, or you can use a couple of blocks. That's a little bit too extreme for you to start off with. And if you like, you can take the right hand to the right knee and just gently wiggle it in and out, just slightly, warming up the hip joint. And then we're going to exhale as we walk, tuck the toes under on the left-hand side, lift the chest up, keep the core turned on. Just point and flex the toes on the right-hand side, little half split on the right. And then inhale, walk the hands forward, sweep your arms up towards the sky, drop the shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in and out, a low crescent lunge. Lower the hands down to the ground as you exhale, swapping the legs over. The left leg is going to come forward now, sinking down, placing the hands on either side, on the right side of your left foot, shoulders away from the ears. And again, if you'd like to warm up a little bit more through the hip joint, you can just gently take the left hand to the left knee, just a little wiggle in and out, if it's for your practice today. And just keeping the shoulders away from the ears as you do this. And lowering the hands down, walking backwards, tuck the toes under on the right, do a half split on the left-hand side. Again, you can point and flex the toes if you'd like. A little half split through the left-hand side and warming up the hamstring, shoulders away from the ears. Reset your core, your posture. Breathing in and out. And then walk the hands forward for your next inhale to a low crescent lunge on the other side. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and out. And then lowering the hands down to your feet. Just step that right foot forward as you fold into a forward fold. Nice and soft through the legs. The core is switched on, nice and strong. You just let your arms flop down. You can hold onto your elbows if you like and sway gently side to side. Just breathing. And let your hands come back down to the ground. Inhale for a halfway lift, flattening through the back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. And exhale, float the hands down. If you're not already at the front of the mat, just stepping forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Letting the arms soften. Inhale for a halfway lift. You can float your fingers on the ground or on the shins or on the thighs, wherever's right for you, but working towards flattening the back. Exhale, stepping backwards. Knees drop to the ground. Nice and strong through this high plank. And then exhaling to lower into your low plank. Roll the shoulders back and down as you squeeze your glutes and lift your body into a baby cobra. Lift your hands up just to check yourself. Make sure you're using those muscles. Tucking the toes under. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Just tilting the pelvis up towards the sky. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. You can walk the dog if you want. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, floating all the way to the ground. Inhale for a halfway lift. And then exhale, stepping backwards. This time, knees or toes. You can take the knees option we just did before, or you can stay on your toes with me. Nice and strong through the core. Shift your weight forward slightly, and then lowering down 90 degrees at the elbows, and then sweeping through. Inhale for your baby cobra or your upward facing dog. Knees are off the ground with our upward facing dog. Shoulders away from ears. And then one foot at a time, tucks the toes under. Exhale as you lift up into your downward facing dog. Holding here for a breath, breathing in and out. In and out. And then on the next inhale, step your right leg forward. You can take the low knee option that we did before with the low crescent lunge, or you can lift up onto the toes and breathe the arms up towards the sky. Keep the pelvis tucked under, sweeping those arms, dropping the shoulders away from your ears, holding here for a breath. Nice and strong through the legs. If you need to walk your toes forward slightly to be more comfortable, you can. And trying to make sure that you're on train track so that that spacing between your feet isn't too close together for that stability. Exhale, lower the hands down, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. On the next inhale, the left leg comes forward between the hands. Reset the body, and again, knee comes down if you prefer the low one, or lifting up and drop the shoulders away from your ears as the arms sweep up. That high crescent. Again, making sure you're on train tracks. Reset yourself. Shoulders away from ears. Anchor the toes into the earth. Knees pointing in line with the toes at the front. Breathing in and out. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower the hands down. Stepping backwards into your downward facing dog. Just take a moment to walk the dog here. Breathing in and out. And then lower your knees down to the ground, step them a little bit wider. The big toes come together. And then exhale as you lower down into a child's pose. Breathing in and out. Feeling the stretch through the armpits, the lengthening of your body. Just taking a moment here. Slow the heart rate down. And then if today is enough for you, you can just roll onto your back. Give your knees a little bit of a hug and rock gently side to side. So this is the time where you can either take another spinal twist with me, or if you would like to pause here, run through some more sun salutations, maybe some warrior poses, and that is absolutely perfect. Otherwise, bring your arms out nice and wide into that T shape. Let your legs gently fall over to the left-hand side. And again, you can straighten that top leg for a little bit more. Maybe you want to look towards those right fingertips this time. Just breathing in and out. Engage the core, give the legs a little bit of a hug. Let the legs fall the other way now. Breathing in and out. Slowing that heart rate down. Engage the core, bring the legs back into center. Give them another little hug. And here you can soften yourself down into a Shavasana. You can run through another yoga flow, or perhaps you're about to head off into a workout. Whatever you're about to do, I hope that you have a wonderful time doing it, and I will see you next week for the next free weekly yoga flow.